Hello Cancer, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading for the 25th through to the 1st of May. If you don't know anything about the Astroflower, go down in the links in the description below. You can find links to learn a lot more about the petals, the elements, etc. that are within the Astroflower family, and also your book. So this is the Astroflower, for those people who already know. This is all about the relationship side. This could be couples, family, friends, community. This is how your karmic mission for the week. This is how the universe is trying to influence that karmic mission for this week. This is how the guides are trying to influence that karmic mission as well. These are your personal guides. And these are how the guides are trying to influence that conversation that is within you. This is the essence that is within you, and this is how you combine the two sides. That is the relationship side and the material side, such as jobs, business, projects, and stuff like that. So let's have a look. On this relationship side, you have the universe, which is trying to influence you with, in the fact that it's sort of saying to allow the world to carry you across in regards to relationships of family and friends and stuff like that. Trust in your intuition and trust in the victory that you can gain. It's not victory over other people, it's victory within yourself more than anything else by the looks of things. And how you can actually provide gifts for the world that is around you by being who you are. And not to worry about it so much. And allow yourself to just sort of dip in and out of relationships as they so you can enjoy the relationships a lot better by the looks of things without taking on a lot more strain. And this has to do with, obviously, I think this week here is more to do with sort of like family, friends, and community rather than direct couples. And it's the guides are sort of trying to help you to encourage to keep your eye on the goal of within those groups of friends and families and what have you. And if you do, you will be the one who provides that victory for that family. So it could be a way that you turn around and sort of say, let's eat together this weekend. This could be a proposition to your family, your friends, or your community. And it will help to spark a more tight-knit community, a much more sort of celebratory sort of like community around you. And, you know, not to worry. Don't worry about it. You know, things will pan out. This is a new start for you. So this long road that we were talking about last week is certainly within the relationship side. Is you've got all the resources that you really need. They're in the ground, they're ready, they're in the process as you transition from one set of relationships or how relationships used to be to how relationships can be in the future. I don't think there's a major sticking point by the looks of things. There might have been last week, but certainly not this week, because you've had the Three of Cups here, which was in this position here, and you had the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords that was in this position. So all these new ideas may be providing that new ideas or that new cycle that you're going into, and it's not quite there yet. I think the guides are sort of trying to influence you or sort of communicate with that information or that communication with that conversation, that is within you, sort of saying, look what's just over the brow of the hill. Look what's just over the brow of the hill. And it feels like you're sort of like picking up speed because you're working towards something that's going to be really quite good. And all the worries that you might have had around your family, friends, and community will be looked after by the universe. The universe will see you right by the looks of things. Let's have a look what's going on in this sort of material side. This is business and projects and stuff like that. This looks really good. So on your karmic mission this week, it's learning to work with others. And this could well be sort of suppliers. This could well be clients. This could also be work colleagues. This could be business partners. But whatever it is, it seems to be a way that you have a certain skill, another person has another sort of skill, and those two skills together, or those three skills together, if it's another person as well, will actually provide something that's really good. The universe is providing that devil. So the devil can actually help to you The devil is the light bringer. So he brings along his light, and it shines a lot of things that are on around your path. It provides all those temptations which the devil likes to play with. You don't have to accept all of them. Concentrating on your work and concentrating on making sure it works, not just for you, but for everyone around you, will provide a lot more for your business and projects going on by the looks of things. Just be careful and wary not to get caught up in sidetracks and in obsessive activity or obsessive ways of doing things. Yeah. And there's a bit of a leap of faith. So that maybe the devil is helping you to sort of see clearly that there is a lot of other things. He does bring gifts in his hands and stuff like that. You know, I'd rather dance with the devil than play cards with him. You know, maybe it's a case of that, you know, playing with things and trying out new things and going into that business or going for that new job and throwing that suggestion out within the business you're working for or the business you work that is yours or the projects you do, sort of kind of going, let's try that. Because by the looks of things, with that solid ground of community work going on, and you've got 3 cups, you've got 3 of cups there and the 3 of pentacles there, which it's all to do with community for you this week, which you really enjoy, Cancer. It really is your sort of thing. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. The funny thing was is that the world, which is here, you had over here before. So this new cycle is definitely coming through you at the moment. And it's crescendoing to the surface this week. So you can feel it. You can feel those tides changing. And when you're out in the sea, let's say you're standing out in the sea and the tide does change and you can feel it pulling elsewhere. But if you're looking at the sea, you wouldn't notice that the tides have changed. But you'll be able to feel it in your feet. So this is this undercurrent, really, that's coming through you at the moment. And this is this over the brow of the hill thing I'm talking about. And this can apply to anything, you know. These are not specific readings. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates, obviously. But it seems like if you're really connected, if you're really engaged in your life, there's a definite air of change of tides in that Wheel of Fortune, which will bring in a lot more sort of profit for you. And you were preparing for it last week in that journey there. Let's see how these sort of connect together. 7 of Pentacles, very beautiful. It's certainly a week of nurturing things. This seems to be the karmic mission for you this week to understand how to nurture it as you go forward. 8 of Swords in the middle. So you may be feeling a little bit stuck, but I don't think it's feeling a little bit stuck. It's almost, I live near the mountains here and I go climbing. I go walking up in the mountains. And sometimes when you're walking up in the mountains, you can see that brow of the hill and you go over that brow of the hill and you think you've made it to the top of the mountain, but then there's another brow to go over. And I think it's more of a case like that. I think it's more of a case of like kind of going anticipation of that change that's coming into you. It's got to be said, you're moving into fully into your autumn period. So this feeling of being stuck is like autumn. It's like you're trying to grow leaves in autumn. It doesn't happen. This is when leaves fall. So it's a good time to sort of look at the way you've done things physically in the past and how you want to do it in the future. Assess it and put it all into place by the looks of things. You probably start feeling the beginning of that tide, that changing tides and the end of a cycle and a new cycle that's coming up. You may start feeling that coming through you. So I would be a little bit conservative about how you spend your energy. I'm surprised the 2 of Pentacles didn't come up here, but I'd be very sort of wise about how you where you put your energies into things. So there you go. It'd be interesting to sort of see how the sun plays out through this, because underneath you've got that fire and water. So that's going to make that a little bit more sort of bubbly, and it'll help you to nurture things on, just to push things on slowly as you go through. But you do have a lot of fire within this section here, and you may be concentrating on putting things into place, not only within your relationships, but also within your business for future plans and putting in the foundations for tomorrow. So this is a good week, a good sort of productive working week for you. Okay, Cancer. If you're already subscribed, welcome back to the happy family of Astroflower, you lovely energy beings. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget, subscribe, join the family. And we will speak to you soon. In the meantime, Cancer, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.